Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Joy. I'm a mobile notary and I have been for over 9 years. And what I'm hoping to do with this video is share some of my experience and help some other people get going. Um, I worked a little over 7 years in the Seattle area of Washington State full time, and I've been in Texas 2 years and I do it more part time. So, a little bit different in the way that they do things. There's not quite as many mobiles in Texas because if you refinance a home and take cash out, you actually have to do it at a title or attorney's office. So, in Washington State, you can do everything mobile. So, anyways, what I'm hoping to accomplish is just to help people get some more knowledge about it, share my experiences, and hopefully it helps some people. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I really appreciate it if you'd also watch it to the end. Hopefully I'm not boring. So first and foremost, I want to talk about how you're going to get started. So these are the things that you need, and I'm going to go through it rather quickly. So if you need to, you can kind of watch it again or pause it. But the first thing you need to do if you're not already a notary is become a notary. So there's two ways to do it. You can go directly to your state site and get the application. Read through the instructions well, find out what they need. One of the things you're going to need is a bond, and you're going to want to get your bond, and you send your bond and your application to the state with your fee. Another way to do it is National Notary Association. I cannot say enough about NNA. They go by the initials NNA. They are so fantastic. They answer their phone. They're helpful, knowledgeable, and kind. And if you ever need anything, they're fantastic. Bookmark the page, put them on speed dial, do it. They're worth it. If you go to their webpage, which is nationalnotary.org, that's nationalnotary.org, and you click on Become a Notary, you go to your state and it walks you right through it. So that's fantastic. So you're waiting on your commission comes in, and now you're going to need to get your stamp and journal. So the stamp, I cannot express enough. Get a self-inking stamp. I don't know if any states require embossing. If they do, go with an embosser. If they don't, do not do it. Most of the counties don't like it. You have to ink it anyways. They're scanning in those documents. So, they don't want anything lifted up on the page. They don't want anything going through their scanners that's a different consistency. So I would get a self-inking, just flat ink stamp. That's it. If you don't get self-inking, you have to get the pad of ink. You have to do this. They tend to be a little bit more messy, so I would not recommend it at all. Um, so now you have your stamp, you have your journal. Your journal is just where you log everything. Some states require a thumbprint. You will have to carry the little round ink pad for that. I don't get a thumbprint because my state does not require it, and I don't want to be that invasive. I just get the signature. And in fact, I just get the signature. I fill everything out for it. I print their name. I do all that. I print their name exactly how it appears on the documents. And then you write down all of the notarized documents and recommend highly that you abbreviate like deed of trust, DOT. A deed of trust is in every single file. Signature name affidavit, I put SA for signature affidavit. So because you have a little space to write all these documents that you're notarizing in. So now you have your journal, your stamp, and you need errors and omissions insurance. It's exactly like it sounds. Errors and omissions. You missed something or you made a mistake. Keeping in mind that that's not going to be common in title work because you are checking your docs, you're double checking your docs, your escrow officer is looking at them before they send them to the bank, the bank funder is checking them before they fund. I can't imagine that you could possibly ever miss anything, but I'm sure somehow it still happens. Errors and omissions insurance protects you, protects everybody involved, really. It ranges from 25,000 to 1 million. In Washington State, I had $1 million policy. I had to for a couple companies, Chicago Title and Next Title, and it allowed me to be able to do Provident funding, which requires a 500,000 policy. Most other notaries carried a $100,000 policy, so they couldn't even do them. And I had to send them a copy of my errors and omissions insurance with the file every single time. So with that being said, when I moved to Texas, it's 8 times as much money to have $1 million policy. I have $100,000 policy here and no one has complained. My sponsorship for Chicago didn't transfer and Next Title is out of business. I don't think they were ever in Texas anyways. So I only carried it there because it was extremely affordable. Affordable, like $400 a year. It's almost $400 a month here. I guess it's probably maybe more than 8 times. I think I figured out it was like 8 times. It was like, whoa. If you carry up to $100,000, NNA has policies that are very affordable. If you want to carry the higher echelons, they don't have that available. So I went through a company called Hiscox, Hiscox. So Hiscox. And they were fantastic, did a great job for me, and I really appreciated them. So now you have your errors and emissions insurance. You have to have a background check. So a background check, the only two that I know of are NNA and Sterling. And the only thing I was already approved, I had already gotten an NNA background check. And then for other companies, and then Fidelity made me get Fidelity, just so you know how large they are. They own WFG, Ticor, Chicago, and yet somehow some of them have different um, parameters. Chicago's really strict. Austin Title, so they own a lot of title companies, even that aren't named Fidelity. But there's a Sterling that they use. So I went through Sterling because I got approved for them after I had already started. And so when my NNA lapsed, I sent Sterling to the other companies and they all took it. So I know and then when Sterling lapsed, I asked Fidelity if they would take NNA and they did. So then I renewed with NNA so I could do my NNA certification. So with that being said, those two companies I knew that every title company took them. So now you have your background check. You don't have to become NNA certified. I do. You can get some business that way, and also a lot of companies like it. There's a course that you take, there's a test that you take. So you go through these courses. I don't take the courses anymore because I know the test, but you take these courses and they're very informative. And then you take the test, you pass the test, you're NNA certified. They know you have that basic knowledge. So NNA is a really good resource and I highly recommend them. You don't, like I said, most companies don't require you to be NNA certified, but I do have one right now that does. So I do stay NNA certified and it's never a bad idea. I have gotten a couple signing offers from them and I just wasn't able to do them because I was busy. So you can also generate business that way. So anyways, hopefully that helps, but we'll go through it one more time. Stamp, bond, I'm sorry, commission, bond, stamp, journal, errors and emissions insurance, background check, and NA certified. And then you're good to go. So in the next video, I'm just going to do a short on the documents that you need to know for the most common work that you would do, which is title and escrow. And we'll go through some pros and cons on that one too. But before we wrap up here, I wanted to just go through a couple pros and cons. I would say the pros are that the clients are fantastic 99.9% of the time. They're excited. They're getting a better rate. They're refinancing for a very good reason. Or they're buying a house or they're selling a house and getting some money. I mean, they're excited. They're happy. Um, it's a low pressure thing. Once in a while you get someone cantankerous, but not often enough to care. And then the cons are definitely one of the things that I've noticed on some videos that I watched is people will say you get paid on the spot. I've never gotten paid on the spot. If I had a same day closed, I might get paid the same day. They have 24 hours to disperse the funds. If it's Friday at 4 o'clock and that closes, you're not getting your pay till Monday. And that's pretty fast now. And that was back in the good old days, like 17, 18, somewhere around 19 was when I think they all kind of went to the system to where they just paid once a week. And so when the file closes, they upload it, it goes through their system, and it took generally at that point about 2 weeks to get paid. Some of the services that you go through take as much as 2 months, most of them about a month. So I just wanted people to get that idea that this is, I've seen, there may be states they pay on the spot. There may be situations. I don't know about them. The only time I've ever gotten paid on the spot is when I did private work. So, which is rare. Thank you for watching to the end. I cannot thank you enough. Like, share, subscribe. Please stay tuned for the next video. I'm really excited to do this. I love this. I hope that me sharing it with you is a great experience for both of us. Have a great day.